love him or hate him, you have to admit, and if you can't do this, if you fully cannot admit that Degan has been the best 250 rider this year, definitely on the West Coast, and from the one East-West shootout we had, definitely that night too, coming from 10th to 1st and putting, 3.6 seconds on Davies, who in his own right was incredibly fast. If you cannot just flatly say Degan has been the best 250 rider this year, that's sad. You just have to be able to admit it. Yes, you can hate him for his antics, his personality, whatever. The actual on-track speed, it proves itself. Now, with this weekend coming up in St. Louis, the second of the 250 East-West shootouts, so everybody in the field, definitely a race where points can sway pretty quickly. You know, if you're an East guy and you get passed by a bunch of West people and your rivals up in front of them, there's a lot of different positions that can screw up championship points for both coasts. And, well, with only 2 rounds to go after St. Louis in the West, technically, mathematically, Degan can win the title this weekend. Now, if you don't know, 2 races, that means there's 50 points on tab for 25-25 if you finish both races first. So if he leaves the East-West shootout in St. Louis with a 50-point lead, he will have secured the title 2 rounds early. Now, there's only 2 people that can stop this. Michael Mosman, since he got hurt, has dropped down the point standings, obviously. Ryder T. Francesco, 4th, 110 points. He's already 55 points out of it. He is out of this. Levi Kitchen has 181, and Max Anstey has 123. So that means Anstey is 42 points behind Degan coming into this weekend. Now, do some math. Here it is. And I didn't feel like doing this, so thank you, RacerX, for this math. In the event of a win from Degan and a 5th or worse from Anstey, which has happened, this is another thing, thank you for them for this stat, which has happened 5 times this season so far, Degan wins the title. Basically, the thing is, win and don't even care about the math. I mean, if you're Degan, if you're any of these guys, right? But if you're Degan, just do what you can do as well as you can possibly do, and don't worry about it. I mean, you have a 42-point lead, barring some massive, and I'm talking massive problems in this round and the next 2, a big injury or bike problems for 3 rounds, which is very unlikely with a team like Star, with how much R&D and money and whatever you want to call it. It's very unlikely that, his bike is going to blow up for 3 rounds in a row. So barring some stupidity from him of either fighting with somebody that he doesn't need to, going for a takeout that, awesome takes him down, or somebody going for a little bit of revenge, or his own crash, whatever, hypothetical. He more than likely is going to just win this title no matter what. Between this round, the next round, and the third one. Like, he has the points. This is going to be a pretty easy title defense for him, or second 250 title, whatever. But if he comes in this weekend and does what he did last weekend, just whether he gets a better start, whether he gets, a bad start again and can just pass everybody and put the time on them, he's going to win this weekend. And it's pretty substantial, right? If you finish 2 rounds early on a Supercross, I mean, he can still go race this, or I doubt this. I doubt it. I doubt he's going to be on a 450 on a Supercross track in the middle of the season. No way. I don't see the team doing that. I don't see him doing that, just because it wouldn't make much sense. It's not practice for the 450 outdoors. It's not whatever it is. Like, he'll still go out and race the 250 after he wins this title for wins, bonuses, whatever you want to call it, to make everybody happy. That'll still happen. But I'm pretty well assured here, right, that he's going to walk out of St. Louis with the 250 West title in hand. even if he finish, I don't know the math here too, if he finishes second or third, where everybody else has to finish. I don't know, and I don't care to do that kind of math. If you know and you feel like providing it, put it in the comments down below. That'll be on you to deal with, because I mean, obviously, if he finishes second, that's 3 points, 22. That means Anstey is going to have to finish like seventh or eighth or something. I don't know. The math is math, and I'm not going to get into that. But I'm pretty well assured that he's going to come into this weekend fully geared up, fully ready, and he's going to want to win this title early, just to prove to everybody that he can. He's going to want to win another race in a row, whether you take the 6 with the asterisk, because he technically did get it taken away by the AMA. If he wins all the races this year, it's still going to be the thing of the 250 rider. He won every race in the season. You can still claim that, whether you take away the points or not, whatever. Everyone's going to know it. He's going to want to come into this weekend, and especially being an East-West shootout, again, prove to everybody that he's better than the whole 250 field. Yes, Davy's incredible. Yes, Max Anstey, Levi Kitchen, DeFrancesco, Hammaker, Shimoda, whatever. They're all super talented. They're all incredible riders. But this year, he's just on another level of everybody else. Whether you, again, want to believe it or not, he is the best 250 rider at the moment. No ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, again, I go back to last weekend, and going from 10th to 1st, having passed everybody. This isn't a normal 250 West race where he's only racing his coast, and that cuts the competition down. This is a East-West shootout, so everybody racing from especially 10 to 1, but from 20 to 1 is the best on both coasts at the same time. And to pass all of them through traffic, having to pass them on track and then put such a big gap on first place to win the race, technically, yes, lose it because of hitting a marker and switching lanes in the inside-out lane. But everybody knows that he absolutely dominated that round. And I think it's just going to be that extra little bit, too. He's going to come into this round, want to do it again, want to do it without losing the actual first points in the first position to a technicality, whatever you want to call it. He's going to want to come in and prove that he is by far the best on track and just blow the doors off of everybody. So, I don't know. This is where I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Does he leave St. Louis with the 250 title? Do you think it happens this round, the next round, the third round, by whatever reason? Or who knows? But this is where I'm going to leave you. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the fun things this platform lets you do, because it does really help me out. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.